A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Thursday, July 11th. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. The Pike Plan canopy attached to the fronts of 40 buildings in Kingston's Stockade District may be a thing of the past. The Common Council's Finance Committee yesterday approved Mayor Stephen Noble's request to bond for $1.2 million to remove the structure first erected in the 1970s. Only one of the 5 members of the committee voted against removing the canopy. Alderman Mike Tierney said it serves several purposes.
I think that this is a valuable cultural asset to our community. It's an economic driver to our community. It is a piece of art, of public art for our community. I think it is a quirk of our community that we're just sanding the edges off to make us look like everybody else. You know, just yesterday, it was 10 degrees cooler under the Pike Plan than it wasn't. So this is not only an important piece of public infrastructure, it's also resiliency for the future as our city gets hotter, as our city gets wetter, as our city faces the next 50 years of climate change.
The canopy system was initially meant to stave off the threat of the new Hudson Valley Mall in the town of Ulster, but it did not stop the loss of retail in Uptown and continued decline taking place, Mayor Noble said. The bonding resolution now goes to the full Common Council for its approval. Democratic Congressman Pat Ryan yesterday called on President Joe Biden to withdraw from the 2024 presidential race. A day earlier, Ryan sidestepped the issue through a spokesman and did not answer Mid-Hudson News questions about whether Biden should remain in the race. Less than 24 hours later, Ryan made his stance clear. He said Donald Trump is an existential threat to American democracy. It's our duty to put forward the strongest candidate against him. Ryan said Biden is a patriot but is no longer the best candidate to defeat Trump. The extremely hot weather has taken its toll with yet another beach shut down because of harmful algae blooms. This time, state officials say that the Lake Welch Beach and picnic grounds in Harriman State Park will be closed through Sunday. An algicide is being applied to Lake Welch to provide targeted treatment and minimize the spread of the bloom. Conditions will be reviewed next week to determine when the beach can reopen. The algae bloom was first spotted at Lake Welch this past Tuesday. Harmful algae blooms typically occur in areas with calm water, higher levels of nutrients, and warm weather, but the exact cause are unknown and can vary greatly, state officials said. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
Newburgh officials yesterday said an independent investigation into the June 10th cyber attack on the city's computer system did not reveal any evidence that sensitive personal information for citizens or employees was impacted by the incident. Officials also said no disruption to public safety services, and those public services and administration functions that were minimally impacted were restored ahead of schedule. Federal and state, as well as local enforcement agencies, were notified of the incident, and a criminal investigation is continuing. An individual jumped off the Kingston-Rhinecliff Bridge minutes before 6 yesterday. The State Bridge Authority personnel confirmed. Several Marine units dispatched in the evening to look for the person and were advised of the choppy water in the Hudson River. The cause of the water loss that forced the shutdown of the Ulster County Pool at the county fairgrounds in New Paltz for the entire summer has been pinpointed to underground pipe failures. County Executive Jen Metzger said that engineers have determined that major capital repairs will be needed. necessitating closure of the pool for the 2024 season. Anyone who has a season pass for the pool is eligible for a full refund. State police and the Columbia County Sheriff's Office arrested a Stuyvesant man wanted in connection with a series of burglaries following an extended pursuit in the town of Kinderhook. Troopers said at around 8 a.m. on Tuesday, a deputy sheriff began pursuing 35-year-old Corey Hines, a known burglary suspect traveling on an off-road vehicle. Some 6 hours later, he was arrested. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.